Welcome back, True Seeker. A lot of people have been requesting that I do a video on the death of Kenneka Jenkins. For the record, I already did one. A lot of you aren't finding my videos. You need to be sure to check my channel. YouTube is keeping my videos out of your feed. They're shutting down my channels left and right. I've had to make 6 channels since June when they totally took down my main channel. Channel that had over 700 hours worth of videos. 60,000 subscribers, taken down wrongly. Important information on that channel that the world needed to know. Well, here's more of that information. People want to know, is this young woman, is her death really connected to Selena Gomez getting a kidney transplant? And again, you got to know the code to be able to look and find the answers. And the code is the alphabet and the calendar, the language of Gematria. So check this out. Selena Gomez, she turned 25 this July 22nd, right? And from her birthday to the day this young woman was found in the freezer in Chicago, 50 days later. Also 1 month and 19 days. Remember this 119? But first the 50. Remember, the word America in Gematria equals 50. 50 states and 1 million territories. In the language, Selena Gomez also equals 50. And there's this rumor here about a kidney transplant. 229, that's the 50th prime number. Prime numbers are those that can only be divided by themselves in 1. So only 229 or 1 divides into 229. It's the 50th prime. 229, 50. They got a relationship. 50 days after her birthday, this young woman found dead in the freezer. Of course, you got to keep kidneys on ice. This story out of Chicago doesn't make any sense. Let's come back and go through this, and I'm going to show you a lot more, including the woman or the young woman that they're saying she got the kidney from. We're going to go through it all, but I want to take you back down memory lane. This young woman found dead in a freezer in Chicago, the Crowne Plaza Hotel, the Rosemont neighborhood, September 10th, early in the morning. They said they don't know who phoned in the call and they don't know how she got in the freezer. And the hotel says the freezer was not supposed to be on. It's an abandoned freezer. It's no longer used. They keep it off so not to waste energy. Walk-in freezers are very expensive to operate if you don't know. Huge bills. No one's going to leave on a freezer for no reason. So this story, just right away, doesn't make sense. The freezer's not supposed to be on. They don't know who phoned in the call. They don't know how she got in there. Plus, in the media, I've already seen it multiple times. They're showing the footage of this young woman walking through the lobby of the hotel, down the hallways of the hotel. They have her walking through the kitchen, and then it just cuts off and says, there's no footage of her going in the freezer. I mean, really? That's what I hate about our media, and this is why I don't watch news, and this is why I tuned it all out as a very young individual, just realizing it was a fear machine that didn't make sense as it's intended. Everybody should have turned off the TV on September 11, 2001. On that day, they talked to us like we were stupid. They told us they couldn't find planes where planes wrecked. They couldn't find luggage or bodies or black boxes. But at the same time, they'd already recovered the 19 passports of the terrorists, And not only that, they had their box cutter knives, they had their cloth turbans, but they couldn't find the plane yet. Just think about it. They reported that to us like it was a fact. I wish I knew Gematria then. Check this out. This story, this young girl died September 10th, but it was the big national news story the next day, September 11th. This is when I first heard about it, and almost everyone else, because that day everyone was saying, hey, Zach, can you make a video? So I put out a video. And then everyone kept saying, hey, Zach, can you make a video? And then I just threw my hands up in the air and said, what more can I do? I got blog posts, I got videos, and people are asking me to cover the story. Well, then the Selena Gomez rumor wasn't out yet. And I think this rumor is legit. We're going to get to why. But look at this. Freeze 911 on 911. Don't forget Tisha B'Av equals 911 too, which is the day to remember the destruction of the 2 temples in Jerusalem. Kind of like the 2 towers on 9/11. This came out of the Rosemont neighborhood, which has Gematria of 119, 119. Another way to write the date, September 11th, 11/9. Freeze, Rosemont. This was the Crown Plaza Hotel. Check out the Gematria of 77, just like when you write out September 11th, 77. Just like when you write out World Trade Center 77. Just like United States is 77. Just like theater 77. Just like Zionist is 77. Just like Judaism is 77. On 9/11, they told you Flight 77, 77, hit the 77-foot tall Pentagon on the 77th meridian in Washington, D.C. And they told you it hit that exactly 77 minutes after taking off. And everybody knows that a plane didn't hit the Pentagon. If anything, it was a missile. That was your Flight 77, made up by the numbers. Now check out the name of this woman, Kenneka Jenkins. K's the 11th letter, J's the 1st. No, excuse me, J's the 10th. But in numerology, 10 becomes 1. 1 plus 0 is 1. 11's the master number, it doesn't reduce. So her initials are 11-1 in numerology, kind of like 111. New York equals 111. September 11th is the day that leaves 111 days left in the year. Used to have a video from spring training before the year of the 111th World Series. I said why the Mets would be in that World Series. You could put it down. Boom. They were. Also said why the Cubs would win the World Series before, the 112th season started in spring training. This knowledge lets you see through the lies in the news, get you ahead of everything. The rigged news, the scripted sports games, the rigged elections, all of it. Notice also this young woman's name, Kenneka Jenkins, 143, just like Chicago, just like Scottish Rite of Freemasonry. The 143rd day of the year is May 23rd, 23/5, like the 23.5 degrees on each leg of the Freemason compass that's around the big G, that's usually with a purple background. Council of Nicaea in 325 AD. It's not a coincidence, it's coded into Scottish Rite of Freemasonry. These are the people keeping track of history, the knowledge, the occult, the esoteric. I've always said Chicago's the Zionist Mecca. It in New York City. Been teaching that since 2013. Chicago, 9/11, Larry Silverstein had the lease to the World Trade Center right before it came down. Also the lease to the Sears Tower, which is the Willis Tower, he got on the day there was the Madrid train bombing. 3/11, don't forget it. Now look at this. This young girl found in the freezer, it was a date with 36 numerology. Transplant 36. 36. Again, found in the freezer 50 days after Selena Gomez's 25th birthday. We'll get to why 25 matters. Kidney transplant 229, the 50th prime. Selena Gomez, and I could look more into this. Hold on. She has this music video. I'm going to link this down below. The name of the song is called Fetish with Gucci Man. You watch this music video, shows her in a freezer. What's she doing in a freezer? Here she is in a freezer. She's falling down the wall in the freezer. Why is she in a freezer in a music video? This is how the rumor started that the young dead woman was connected to Selena Gomez. They said Selena Gomez just had this music video come out this summer. Now later this summer, the young girl found dead in the freezer. Then days later, the headlines about how Selena Gomez got surgery. Things you can take this for the next level. You can look at the release of that song to the date of the news. You can look at what hospital Selena Gomez supposedly got her surgery in. There's more details here, but I'm showing you enough. Anytime the media emphasizes something like that, like the word helpless, there's gematria behind the word. Helpless sums to 33, number of masonry, secrecy. 96, number of Freemason. 120, number of Illuminati. 33 and 39 are both numbers of masonry. Masonry based in Kabbalah, which is based in the 39 books of the Old Testament. Helpless. Just want you to see the overlap with Freemason. Also, Illuminati. She is born in the town of Grand Prairie, which also has this gematria of 120. Not coincidentally, these people are born and bred to be. Their futures are chosen. Her birthday is a very special day, July 22nd. Call that the relationship with pi, cycles and circles. 22 divided by 7 gives you pi. Very special number. Scottish Rite of Freemasonry also has the 227 gematria. But notice, helpless with the 33, it also connects to kidneys. Further, kidneys with the Kabbalah cipher, 97, both methods. Just like Rosemont, where the hotel was, 97. Just like Freeze, 97. Just like Death, 97. Young girl found frozen in the freezer in the Rosemont neighborhood. The perfect hotel for a September 11th story. More emphasized, great care. What's behind great care? 42, like Freemason. 57, like Scottish Rite. You see? 78, like Serena Marie Gomez, and like Grand Prairie as well. Jesuit 78. As above, so below 78. Masonic mottos. They come from alchemy, Freemasonry. A lot of knowledge based in alchemy. Alchemy, that old world knowledge about Egypt. If you don't know about alchemy, take a moment to look up some alchemy, read about it. It's real knowledge you want to know. You know, the things Freemasonry is aware of, it's not all bad. Alchemy is about mentalism, you know, changing your state to the positive. There's other parts to it too, but, you know, knowledge you want to have. So she's 25 years old. Here's why that matters. Both the words freeze and death have gematria of 25. You know, this young girl's really dead. She was chosen because of how well she synced with the city of Chicago Freemasonry for this ritual. And there's a lot of people in this world. The Freemasons control our government. They have access to all of our records. You know, if you want to run a search on people who have the criteria for you, you know, you'll find the people that have the numbers you're looking for. So anyhow, this woman that supposedly gave the kidney, you know, they're saying that this friend of hers, this lifelong friend, gave her the kidney, named Francia Reza. The gematria of 89 pops out because lupus has 89. Selena Gomez has lupus. That's why she needed the transplant. And if you never heard of lupus, it's a real disease. I became acquainted with lupus at the very beginning of this year. My girlfriend, she's from Burma. She knows the Burmese refugee community. There's a young man, and I got to know him from the time he was young. I remember when he was just a young, like, friendly, smiley boy. Well, he turned 21 this year, and his lupus set in real bad, and he went from sick to dead in a matter of about 2 days. And I couldn't believe it. I actually got to see an image of what he looked like when he died. If you've seen the movie Benjamin Button, it made this young boy look like the oldest man. I couldn't even believe it. Lupus, it's a real thing. And this kid was 21 years old, killed from this disease earlier this year. And it was really sad. I mean, he was just such a happy person when I met him when he was younger, about 5 years ago. You know, they say they took the good ones young. He was a really nice person. But anyway, lupus is real. It's interesting that the person with the transplant has the matching gematria. And a lot of the other numbers up there are very interesting as well. 47 degrees on the Freemason compass. Freemason equals 48 in English and in Hebrew. Illuminati is also 48. If you missed my video on the earthquake in Mexico yesterday and 48 and 223, go back and check that out. Also, the date this young woman found dead in the freezer, date with a numerology of 47. Freezer, also 47. Just too many things line up so perfectly. This was a planned ritual if this is in fact what has happened. You know? So I'll link this blog post and the older blog posts. Some of the reporting we talked about at first. She was last seen around 11:30 p.m., or that's the time she headed out for the party that resulted in her death. 113, number of mainstream dishonest, also connected to freeze through the Kabbalah ciphers. Authorities notified the hotel about the missing teen around 1:15. Masonic equals 115, killing 115, you know. So that's it for now, Truth Seeker. Again, look at the code. I mean, these undeniable patterns. What are the odds that it's 50 days from her birthday? You know, Selena Gomez, kidney transplant. And again, the music video. The music video. So things you can look into. This fetish music video. We can look at what the word fetish is. I should have checked this out before I made it. Could give us another clue here. Fetish. Fetish. 67's the blood sacrifice number connected to killing. I'd have to think about it more, Truth Seeker, but, you know, just get on here. The information age is not hard to look up stuff. Fetish, music, video, release date. Sometimes I won't show you the music video, but it will give you the song release date, the single. Fetish, a song by American singer Selena Gomez, featuring guest vocals from American rapper Gucci Mane, released July 13th, 13/7, 137. Kabbalah in Hebrew equals 137. That's the 33rd prime. And I noticed that the donor had the 137 name gematria. Francia, authority, also 137. So July 13th, release. Her birthday was July 22nd, so the song came out 9 days before, which means it was 59 days later that this young girl was found in the freezer. I'm going to show you what's up with that, Truth Seeker. 59 is this number stamped all over black history in a negative way. Negro, using the alphabetic order, is 59. Like slave is 59. Like blues is 59. Like Rasta's 59. Like Jigaboo's 59. Motown came out in 59. You know, think about the black golfer. Tiger, 59. And Woods, 59. And notice it's 76 both ways for Tiger and Woods. If you were paying attention, so is Negro, slave, blues. But look at this. All throughout history, black people have been killed by the number 59. Kill 59. 59 is the 17th prime. 59 days after the release of this song with the freezer. You know? It's gross. And July 26th is the day of the music video. 7 plus 26, 33. Kidneys. Also, 7 plus 26 plus 17 more is 50. Selena Gomez, 50 days from her birthday. So, that's how quick it is. If you can do math, if you're good with math, you know, this work can be really fast. It takes a little longer to present. The song's 3 minutes and 6 seconds. Transplant 36, date with 36 numerology. 86 seconds too. That's another special number, but for another time. All right, until next time, True Seekers.